Yeah, as you can see, I don't know if this is working or not. Oh, sure it's working because I have an echo. Of course it's working. And as you can see, there are no zoomies. It is only I in front of a green screen. This is my last show. I don't want anyone to be confused and think it's April 1st and this is a prank, a joke, a whatever. I'm not going to go into the reasons. I have my reasons. This will be it. After tonight, no more. No more Davinci, no more Stout Live, no more golf, no more nothing. I'm done. I'm going to read some chat messages I saw earlier today. Tony Wallow was first at 3:58 right after I posted the stream. Jeff Ryman was second. Bobby Warren was third. Bobby says he thinks it's a prank. It's not a prank. I was actually going to dress up, but due to the circumstances of people can't show up to work on time or at all in this case, Mrs. K was late getting off, which makes this thing late. I have no idea what time it is. I haven't even looked at the clock. I just rushed in and started up because I know people have been patiently waiting. Alex Cheek opened his big mouth once again and said, as someone we all once said on Facebook, it's April Fool's Day, so don't believe nothing today, especially from Ken. Well, you can believe it from Ken. Alex is questioning why he went straight into the waiting room. Well, probably because of comments like that. It hit me wrong. And that's how I dealt with it. Now, unbeknownst to him, and I've trained him so well because he still thinks the waiting room is enabled. It's not. He could come back. But I've got him trained so well now that I don't have to worry about it. Oh, the whole thing was, believe it or not, internet, so no one but you can do that. See y'all tonight. Then later on, he said something about he beats me here. Well, congratulations on beating me here. I'm glad you're going to run my show for me. Oh, wait, you do try to run the show for me. You try to run everybody's show that you show up on. But that's another day, another discussion. So this is it. I'm done. I'm going to bring the Zoom homies in. I'm going to go do something. However long they stick around, that's cool. And I'll come back in and stop the stream at some point in time. I want to thank a lot of people. I want to thank Tony Wallow. I want to thank Doug Betts. I want to thank Robert Michael, Jeff Ryman, Greg Guy. And I know there's a 251 other people I need to list, which, by the way, is my current subscribers, which is awesome. But I'm done. Now, will I be back? I doubt it. Got golfing to do. 7.5 days a week. Stealth Mode says, good to see you. Robert says he was watching John Wayne. Yeah, I'd go back to watching John Wayne. Probably a much more interesting show. So I'm going to stumble my way through OBS and see if I can get the Zoom homies back somehow. So I should go away now. The Zoom homies should be being seen, but not heard yet. I have not enabled their audio. Oh wait, it does say 3 people are waiting in the. I know I unchecked and unable the waiting room. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh wait, I do know. Alex was like, Ken, it's your system. Probably is. This is your show, guys. You can now be heard.
Hello, guys.
Somebody's got their YouTube on.
Not me.
Somebody's got their YouTube on.
Not me.
Nope. YouTube on.
Not me.
Nope. YouTube on.
Not me.
Nope. YouTube on. Well, I know it's not Alex doing it intentionally either because he's still in the waiting room. So I don't know who it is.
Hello?
Hi, Chris.
Hey,
I'll let you guys decide if you want Alex to join or not. Your vote. My vote doesn't count.
Well, I heard Doug just about come unraveled at him today.
I was biting my tongue. If I had been a co-host on Doug's show, he would have been gone permanently. Well, there's my vote. Everybody, but I'll go along with whatever anybody else wants.
I missed what happened, so I won't say anything. I don't know what happens.
Let me sum it up.
I
for
don't
you.
know what happened because I wasn't there. I was sleeping.
I'll sum it up for you, Chris. Doug had a stream and he wanted to do certain things. Alex took over the show. End of story.
Okay.
Brian, I accidentally muted you. Please unmute yourself. That was my bad.
Yes,
Thank you. I hit the wrong button. Doesn't really surprise me right now the way this day has gone.
I was surprised when I heard Doug say, "Shut up, shut up, shut up."
Now that got me to laugh. Thank you very much. Yeah, according to those in the world that have no idea what they're talking about sometime, I wasn't even there. I watched the whole thing either via my phone or via the computer. I was there.
I gotta go back and see that.
I get
But
that.
I was told I wasn't there, so I don't know.
Ken, is the Zoom session being streamed?
Should be. I'm looking at it. I don't know if it's being heard. Let me cause an echo here. Can I get a audio check across Zoom, please? Can I get a audio check across
That'd
Zoom?
be 1, 2, 3. That'd be 1, 2, 3.
Audio.
Yep, working just fine. There's no clocks. There's the Zoom
Right.
and Photo Mix Media. Now I will, since I'm not going to pop chat out, make it full screen, which should make it a little bit bigger over there. Oh yeah, that made a huge difference.
I shall return momentarily. I got to go downstairs and check something.
What if Alex got jury duty?
Another laugh. Thank you, Chris.
Ken, the only reason I asked that question, if our conversation right now is being streamed on YouTube, is that what you wanted to happen?
Yeah, I had my little spiel to let everybody know this is not an April Fool's Day prank joke, as has been speculated by a few people. It's not. I'm done. I want you guys to have this entire show is for you guys. The Zoom homies is I relish getting together every night and talking about whatever we talk about. I'm done. And I have my reasons. If you want to contact me privately, I'll share those reasons with you. But I didn't think it would be quite fair for me to have my little spiel and just end it without giving you guys a chance to have some this is interesting. My Stream Deck has decided it's gone to Sheridan, Arkansas. Why does that not surprise me?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about on that last comment. I see it.
Tony, another good. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you, Tony.
What did he say? I missed it.
He sent me a private message on my phone,
Oh, okay.
and it's that's funny. BH Ringer says, "Don't need no splaining." I have made 2 co-hosts on the Zoom. So if someone joins, you can let them in, or if not, you don't have to. That's fine. It's your show, your Zoom. Run it how you see fit. Anybody have anything they want to discuss? Anything.
I
I don't care what we talk about tonight. We can talk about somebody going out and killing somebody for all I care. This is my last show.
Well-
Go. Bomb away.
we spent a
Fire
couple
at
of days-
will. How'd you know his name's Will?
We spent a couple of days working on the April Fool's Day prank, and I think it went over pretty well. Doug seemed to enjoy it. I was surprised when he said, "Yeah, go ahead, keep the avatars on."
Yeah, I was surprised to see that someone actually did exactly what I feared would happen. And on my show, they had their avatar on. And Doug's not stupid by no means. He figured it out. So, and yes, that was fun. I enjoyed the group collaboration as we started out with an idea and got it to the point where it looked pretty good. Tony.
Yeah, I felt bad because I wanted to be a part of it, but I woke up and I didn't have any power.
And I think the people watching it on YouTube got just as big a kick out of it as Doug did. Probably more than Doug, because Doug kind of thought there was something up. And even if he didn't see that accidental slip prior to that, he still would have suspected that the homies would have been up to something.
Well, yeah. Yeah. And I liked your little comment at the end when you said, "Oh, Ken doesn't know it, but we all got together." I thought that was funny as well.
What did I say?
Oh, about making Ken an avatar.
Yeah,
Oh.
you said Ken doesn't know it, but we all got together and made an avatar.
Well, I knew you were there.
Yeah, I knew that you did.
Oh, you were there. Somebody said you weren't there.
Oh, no, he was there.
Somebody just said that from now on, Alex, you can say all you want on Doug's. This is it for me. Let me be extremely, without swearing, perfectly crystal clear. Although with some people, it actually takes dropping a couple of swearing F-bombs. I'm done. Say all you want.
I'm done.
Sean's watching the stream. Hi, Sean.
Oh, oops.
Hey, John.
Oh, Tony.
Stealth mode. How you been?
Doing good, sir. I'm gonna be sad to that. I'm kind of new to you, the Zoom homies here, and I understand, Ken's got to do what he's got to do. And man, I won't be sad because I was just starting to learn it and to like it, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I know I've only been here a handful of times, but I always think it's a pretty good time hanging with you guys.
We enjoy having you here, and we're glad we could talk you through some things. We actually talked about 3 or 4 people through some things. I've learned things from this group.
What do you mean? You're not going to Zoom anymore?
God,
No, he's
Sean,
serious.
where have you been? Are you just not waking up to today? Okay,
I-
for the 18th time. Okay, I will turn my camera on for this. I have no idea what the background is, by the way. For the 18th time, this is it. I'm done. After tonight, no more Ken Stout Live, no more Daily Davinci. the Zoom can go on. I'll get with Robert. We'll transfer it somehow to someone. You guys can get together and talk. I did that without dropping an F-bomb. I'm so proud of myself.
I'm just kind of confused what happened.
If you'd like to contact me privately, I will go into depth and detail and explain my rationale.
Ken, does that mean you might or might not participate in future Zoom meetings?
I can neither confirm nor deny that statement.
Cool. Okay. All right. That's cool.
It's interesting because the wife and I were talking just about an hour ago. And I said, "Yeah, I got to go get on Zoom again." She goes, "Again?" And I said, and I told her, I said, for the participants, we're not there each and every night. We don't have a schedule to get on there. Some of us come in late. Some of us don't come in at all on a certain day. It's where it's a drop in for the participants. I said, for the host, it's a son of a beep for the host because he's got to be there every day, starting on time, more or less. And it's one hell of a burden for the host.
It is,
Yeah,
but it isn't, Brian, and I appreciate you saying that. If everything runs according to Hoyle and Mrs. K gets off work on time, it's not that bad. I schedule it, I get a few things I want to do, and I bring up Zoom and get it started. It's not bad. What throws a monkey wrench in it is when at 10:29 she comes walking out and she says, "I just left." I said, "You should have left 29 minutes ago." That's just my personal feelings on it. They cannot do anything to her for leaving at her scheduled time of shift to end. But they've got everyone brainwashed that you have to stay until you're replaced. You don't. I said,
This
take
new
a look
old
around.
job or both?
Do what, Jeff?
Is this new or old job or both?
It's both. She didn't get off this morning until 6:45. I mean, I knew this morning this was going to be one hell of a bad day. Sorry for the hell word, Alex. It's reality. And then 10:29, she finally comes walking out, and there's nothing that she can do about it or I can do about it, except she just needs to 10:01, 10:02, 10:03, like everybody else in the building does, leave. But she won't. She won't because she was told years ago, you have to stay until you're replaced. It's ingrained in her brain. And don't misunderstand me. I love the woman dearly, and I care dearly. But she's got to stand up and get some cojones about her and say, "I'm leaving," and go to her second job or go home or whatever. I do feel bad when I don't start on time. I honestly feel bad. I schedule it for a time based on how things should go, and I feel bad because it should start on time, and that's just.
There's no need for you to feel bad about it.
That's just my OCD. I mean, it's just, and.
Oh, and she stays because she's a responsible person, unlike some of the others who don't stay.
And she cares. Who's Hank Snow? Am I missing something here? Hank Snow.
Isn't that an old country singer or something? Or am I misremembering?
I was thinking King of the Hill, but isn't that Hank Hill?
Yeah, it's Hank Hill.
Hank Snow.
Where do you see that?
In chat, B.E. Stringer said at Robert Michael Hank. Maybe they're talking about the John Wayne movie that Robert's watching. But then he said Smokey and the Bandit, so I don't know.
Hank Snow.
No, he's watching.
He's a country singer. Canadian American country
They're
singer.
rebooting King of the Hill. Yeah, somebody's going to reboot Ken Stout Live too. I'm going to go out on a limb here, and somebody's going to get my likeness or Doug's image here, one or the other, and they're going to start going through all the 2022 videos that I've got between live streams and shorts and uploads and this, that, and the other, and they're going to, hi Darren, going to piece together Ken Stout Live redo. Redux. Speaking of
Hank
that,
Snow
I
is
have not
famous
heard
for
from
the
Mimi.
song "I've Been Everywhere."
I've been everywhere. I'm looking at that right now. Yeah,
That has Hank Snow in it?
That
he
was,
sang it.
I thought Johnny Cash sang it.
well, probably a lot of people covered it. I don't know who did it first.
Hank Snow? I don't know.
He died in 1999, according to Wikipedia.
Have no idea.
Hank Snow was mentioned in Snowman when in Smoking a Bandit, Snowman called his wife and she had the operator back then was on the phone, but she said, "Are you kin to Hank Snow?" And he said, "No, I'm not kin to Hank Snow."
Hank Snow sang it in '62. Johnny Cash then released his version in 1996. Lynn Anderson released it in 1970.
When did Johnny Cash release his?
1996.
Oh, I think it was way sooner than I remember hearing that when I was a child growing up in the farm in Indiana from Johnny Cash.
Maybe he released it.
That's what I'm reading on Wikipedia right now.
Oh, well, if it's on
EH says Hank
Wikipedia,
Snow
it's
was
gotta
born
be
about 30
right.
miles away from him.
See, does Wikipedia say whether he actually spent time in prison?
Who?
Who? Johnny Cash?
Johnny Cash, yeah.
No, he didn't. I don't think he spent time in a prison.
Probably a bunch of small town jails.
Yeah, I think that's accurate, Brian.
Then I got that in common with Johnny Cash.
I spent 3 days in jail. I will never go to jail again. I've never been to prison.
Normal, Illinois.
Same here, Ken. When I was a young man, I messed up at 21 years old and spent 3 days in jail as well. Luckily, it was only a trespass and misdemeanor. It was no big deal. But yeah, it was not a fun place to be, and I'll never go again.
Nope.
I learned my lesson.
Nope.
Mine was over a parking ticket.
Oh,
Jail for trespassing?
yes, sir.
Oh my goodness.
Impounded my car too.
What
Actually,
part
I
of
think it had
Arkansas
something to
were you
do-
in? What part of Arkansas were you in?
Oh, this was in Florida, Jacksonville,
okay.
Florida. Yeah, I think it had more to do with me street racing.
Robert says
we were parked, and they got me for trespassing because they actually didn't catch me racing, but they did impound my car. And because I had a 1976 280Z, all four bored out. You know, it's about 200 or 300 horsepower for a young man to be driving. You know, a little two-seater.
Robert says I worked in jail for around 6 years, so I've been to jail.
I went to jail for a parking ticket. Of course, the fact that I dropped an F-bomb at the officer might have had something to do with it. It was called disorderly conduct then.
Yeah, I'd do it. I'd do it.
So I'm reading here in 1996, country singer Johnny Cash recorded and released his version on his second American Recordings album, Unchained. Cash's version of I've Been Everywhere was featured in the Citgo commercial in 1999. Wow, I would have swore that came out in the late 70s, early 80s. Looks like somebody finally gave up on the waiting room.
Yeah, I was too nervous really in Doug's room today to say anything because I was like, there's a whole lot of smart people in here, and he's a really smart guy. I was too nervous. I couldn't believe I was nervous. I was trying to like just be nice and sit there, and I didn't know what to say. Oh my goodness. It was fun though. It was fun.
Doug, I think, did get a kick out of it.
Oh, I think he thoroughly enjoyed the avatars.
Yeah, I had fun with that. I think you liked it. Yeah.
I'm amazed at how much Carrie monitors Doug's show all the time. I shouldn't say all the time, but every once in a while, Gary drops in a comment about his show.
Yep, they both watch each other's shows. I mean, Doug watches my show, not live, but he'll watch it tomorrow or the next day, which is good.
He was in the
Sorry,
chat.
Doug. I don't know how to make my last show for you memorable.
Doug was in the chat earlier.
I saw that. When I was sitting down there waiting patiently for her to get off work, I saw something about, and I also noticed that one of the Dougs actually said, not even gullible Doug, FFT. Oh my goodness, we have started to teach Doug falling for this. Wow, I was like, doggone, where's this Doug been?
I wasn't sure what that meant. I'm glad you defined that for me there, Ken. I wasn't sure what he meant. I was thinking something more nefarious.
Well, full disclosure, it takes me a while to sometimes figure these things out. No, I did not go Google it. I actually figured it out. But I'm like, man, that's impressive. Rick Lick says he's not falling for it. John Lloyd Sr. said hello. I need to go back and look at all the chat, don't I? Alex Cheek said he's on his way home, like we're all losing sleep over that. I'll shut up. Has anybody heard from Mimi recently?
No.
I have not
Wasn't
either.
she on somebody else's? Wasn't she on Carrie's stream?
She was on Carrie's stream,
Yeah.
and she said a couple things, and then she wrote something, basically, I believe, saying that Mike had passed away, and that was it. Of course, most of it was in French, so. Yeah, I wouldn't be really shocked if Carrie has not seen maybe a minute or two of my show. I mean, I joked in the beginning that if Carrie Holzman and or Doug Betts ever watch my show, that's it. I'm going to retire. Damn, I should have retired when Doug watched my show back when.
Now we know.
Well, you haven't donated any money to Carrie, have you?
No.
He'll never watch your show. Oops. Edit that out. Edit that out.
Well, if Rick was here, I would ask him something, but I want the last show to be, I want this to be a Carrie Holzman 4-hour show. I figure we haven't done that in a while. It's my last show. This is it. I'm done. Let's drag this out. Or if you guys say, let's not drag this out, I will gladly end it and we will go to the private Zoom and go from there.
Well, but then it's got to be just one person talk for 4 hours. That would be the Carrie show.
And you can't go to the bathroom either. So I'm out. So
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Edit that part out too.
sorry. Sorry.
That's almost as good as way back when we were doing something and BH Ringer sent me a clip of where Sean said, does anybody got to go to the bathroom? And I said, all right, ladies, this isn't a school trip. We did garner some laughs, though. I'm going to keep looking through. Somebody say something. I'm reading through chat, trying to catch up.
Oh, sure. It's funny you mentioned something, Brian. My wife knew I was on Zoom late last night. She was like, "Are you ever freaking going to bed?" Because I actually went on with some other people after I left here and went on another chat, and all the way till the morning. And then I went to sleep, and I was almost late getting to Doug's. I was like 7 minutes late, but she was like, "You're on Zoom again? You just got off Zoom." I can imagine doing this every day. It would be hard. And when I was on Doug's too, my family wasn't cooperating. My kids were doing their thing. My wife's yelling at the kids. I kept having to get up to like take care of stuff. And I was like, it would have been tough for me to really engage at that time. Unfortunately, it's Saturday. My kids are running around, it's like, that was kind of tough for me.
That's what the wife just asked me before coming on tonight. She says, "Are you going on again?" She says, "Are any of those guys married?" I said, "Yes, they're all married. Their wives participate. They understand."
No, you
I'll
won't
use that one next time.
You will not get my wife anywhere near this crowd. Let me tell you right now.
I've been
Oh, yeah.
fortunate. Mrs.
Yeah,
K
well,
will
Jim?
from time to time participate.
Yes.
You didn't hear about last night when I turned on and got in. I think I mentioned it after you left Zoom. It was last night. I just started on. I didn't have my earpiece connected. So by default, the sound goes to the speakers, which just happened to be turned up full blast. And as soon as I come in the room, you were saying, well,
Something appropriate with the F word. How does that sound?
yeah.
Okay.
And she's standing 3 feet behind me and turns around and looks. And I said, oh, that was a recording. Never fails. Got the speakers turned up full blast, and that happens. Oh,
Yeah, well, I don't have to worry about those things. I'm here in the man cave, so it's not a problem. When we moved into this house, I was like, do whatever the hell you want to the rest of the place. Just leave me be here. And for the 20 years we've been here, she's left me be here.
Is that like a garage or the basement room or?
Well, it's very interesting. The house was originally built as a very tiny 3-bedroom house with a very small living room, very small dining room. Everything was small in this house. And from what I'm led to believe, we're only the second people who have owned this, and we knew who the previous owner was. But from what I'm led to believe, somewhere in, I want to say, the 70s, they added on a family room. And when they added on the family room, they created a second basement. Now, the second basement is isolated from the primary basement. The only way you can get in here is there's a set of stairs at the back of the garage and a door, which is off to my left. And then there's this other door that's behind me, which leads out into the yard. So if you want to go from one basement to the other basement, I go out this door behind me. I go to my right, and then there's a door I have to go in to the other basement. There's no direct connection. There's cinder block walls here. There's no way to go through there.
So this really is the man cave, so to speak.
Yes.
I love it, Jim. That's awesome. Mine's pretty much the garage. Yeah. That's my man cave.
No, it gets way too cold in the garage for me to be doing that.
True, where you guys live. Absolutely. Yeah.
May I ask a question, please?
Go right ahead. It's your show, babe.
Oh no, this is you guys' show tonight. Is the door to the man cave? Can it be locked from the outside where you can't get out?
No.
Okay, you're lucky.
Well, you can go up the stairs.
at least he thinks it can't.
Well, let me put it to you this way. There's a regular doorknob and a deadbolt. And the only way you can open the deadbolt is with a key. So I guess technically if I didn't have a key on me and somebody were to go from the outside and lock the deadbolt, then yeah, I couldn't get out of there.
Now, we do know Mrs. Jim does not watch the stream, right?
Oh, God, no.
Okay, so you're safe.
Oh, no. As I said, she leaves me to my own devices in here. And that's the way it works. I'm down here. She's way on the other side of the house doing whatever the hell she's doing.
And what you said, there is a stairs up into the living room addition.
Yes, there is.
So
well, not into the living room, into the garage. It's really weird. There was the house, then they built the family room, and then they built a 2-car garage. It's just like it was in stages for whatever reason.
Was that heated where you're at?
Yes,
Right
there
now?
is some heat. There is some heat in here. It's unfortunately, since there's really just cinder block walls here, it's not terribly insulated. There is a small, I don't know what you would call it. There's a small heat exchanger here with a fan on it. That when the hot water system is running, it's got a sensor on pipe that feeds it. So when it gets up to a certain temperature, then that fan will kick on. And it's not quite enough heat if it's really cold outside. So I've got a little one of those little ceramic heaters in here to supplement it.
I'm just laughing about something else that just happened. So obviously, Jim, that means you have no plumbing in that man cave.
Oh no, there's nothing like a sink or anything of that nature. No.
But yeah, so I'm surprised that there's power that was run down in there.
Oh no, there's a whole when they added on the family room and they added on the garage, they added a second electrical panel, which is I can see it from here. It's right here. So yeah,
They must, whoever did it must have intended that to be a man cave all along, just have some power down there.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you see some of my really early videos, there's an entire bench sitting in front of me. There's this table here, but sitting about a foot further, maybe a foot and a half further, is an actual workbench that runs the entire length of the room. And this room is roughly 19 by 19.
Hell, you can get a projection, a movie projection system down there, and a couple of seats and a popcorn maker, and what the hell?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I have to completely strip the place down to, bare walls or whatever and rebuild
Yeah,
it.
get rid of all that computer shit. Let's get some movie stuff in there.
No, but
Let me give you some advice though. Do not listen to Stealth Mode if he recommends a site that's safe, because boy, I fell for that.
I misunderstood. I apologize about that, Ken. I misunderstood what we were talking about, and that's why I said those sites, and I do apologize for that. They are legit, however. I mean, as far as I know, other than the other ones, professional, that you pay right off the bat for. I do apologize.
Are you talking those movie sites?
The adult movie sites, yeah.
Oh, the adult.
Yeah, he
movie
kind
site.
of forgot to mention it was an adult site. He said, "Oh, it's clear, it's good, it's a good site." My
I
dumbass,
completely
I go and check
misunderstood.
it out, and I should have figured it out. X videos, duh.
the hello.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
so sorry. I thought you were talking about that kind
My
of stuff.
elevator was stuck that night.
I'm sorry. I was like, oh shoot.
BH Ringer,
Glad we
can I
weren't on
send
YouTube.
Greg the Android phone so he can do a lawn mowing short? Yeah, sure. We'll have to get a SIM card, but I can do that. The question is Greg up to doing a YouTube short with an Android phone?
I don't know. Got to learn how to use it first. He's
You'd,
gotta go get
you'd
one,
probably
just
lose
gotta
that
have
phone
one.
too.
Probably.
Greg, are you sure you don't have a phone? Or I mean, are you sure you can't find it?
Greg's got a phone. He calls me every day. It's an elaborate running joke that he's got. He's seen how long it takes people. Oh, damn, I just let the cat out of the bag. Oops, the El Gato is out. And with that, I killed the room. Who would have thought that letting the El Gato out would kill the room?
Yeah, there you go.
Who's El Gato?
Just sitting here vegetating. I spent about 3 hours doing yard work this afternoon, and I don't generally exert that much.
I've just come up with a parts list for a basic computer that's just under $400.
You have Alex's email to send it to him? He needs some help.
No.
Not that. Not. Yeah.
Interesting.
UConn trounced Miami, and San Diego State beat FAU on a last-second shot. So your finals for Monday night is UConn, who's probably going to win it, and San Diego State, who's going to lose. I know there's not many basketball fans in here.
I was kind of hoping Florida Atlantic wouldn't make the finals.
I was too, actually. That would have been poetic, because this was the first year they made the tournament. This was the first year they made the Final Four, and it would have been poetic justice if they could have won the whole thing. So I'm going to try something here.
Okay, I have a very interesting question.
Sorry about that, YouTube. Somehow my audio decided to go to left field or Sheridan, Arkansas. Your choice. So much for the summer barbecue. Oh no, we're gonna have summer barbecue. We're all showing up at Greg's house, and oh wait, Greg's still here. Sorry.
Yeah, interesting choices of co-host. It's the only comment that I'll make.
You see my gesture, the hand gesture?
Yeah,
The yes, I do, but unfortunately, that's being seen
I
worldwide. Oh, I know what that was about. You're right. I shouldn't have made the comment about Sheridan, Arkansas. I feel horribly bad about that. I'm going to go to Ben Stiller. Do I feel really horrible
Ben
about that?
Stiller.
Or am I just acting? Tim Soul says he just got back from Old Town. Oh, that's right. They had Big Hat Days today. I think that was today. How about we open chat up to...
Where's Old Town?
And so, out there in Clovis, I believe. I think. I'm not 100% sure. It was some kind of a festival. Tim says he's in the waiting room.
Yeah, I see that.
I can't see the waiting room, so I have no idea who's there. I guess I should figure that out on my last night of how to do things, shouldn't I? On my last night, I finally figured this all out. Wow, that's poetic. Direct message to me.
if nobody objects,
I'm answering you. Hang on.
Okay, well, I'm just as far as Tim is concerned, if nobody objects, I'm going to admit him.
I'm cool.
Yeah,
no
go
problem.
ahead. And I spelled a word wrong in there. I am sorry.
Whatever.
And it's a novel, and I'm sorry about that as well. Tim Ski Man says, "Cool at Tim." This was actually a photo shoot for you, huh?
As soon as Doug's stream ended, and yes, there was some frustration today. I had to haul ass to Old Town Clovis. I have not had a break all day. I've been up since 4:30 this morning.
Damn.
Considering I didn't go to bed to 1:30.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, we were up late.
I'm sitting down since Doug's meeting.
At least
And
you
I've
had good
got-
weather today too. Nice weather, wasn't it?
Oh, it was so beautiful. I'm just dreading post-processing 2,000 photos.
Yeah, I think I would dread that as well. I would put them as they are, and hopefully there's nothing.
With two different camera bodies. Oh my gosh. I knew what I was in for Wednesday. I knew it was coming. I didn't get there in time to get the one band that really wanted me to cover them, but I caught the other band. And I assumed our airplane that was flying our banner around that sponsored the Old Town Clovis Big Hat Days, Chuck Chansey, I assumed he was stuck in San Francisco somewhere because he's the only one in the state licensed to tow banners. I thought he was a no-show, and right at 3:30, I see him flying over, and I wasn't prepared for him, so I didn't get photos of that. So I'm gonna try again tomorrow, full day tomorrow.
Was this a paid shoot or just publicity?
Paid and free.
It always helps the portfolio.
Oh yeah, it all works out in the long run. That's actually free advertisement for me. Lots of cute looking everything.
Yeah, we're still
Great
family
times.
friendly, and we're still broadcasting on
I
YouTube.
said
Even
cute.
though this is my last show, we're not.
Well, go out with a bang.
It was an enjoyable day. It was packed. It was really
There
packed.
was some hot babes there.
There was a few.
Oh, good Lord.
You get any pictures of them?
I got some good video of some of the line dancers. Of course, I don't.
Dancing girls. That'll make Jeff happy.
Yeah. Well, Jeff's not here to enjoy that. Hi, Jose.
I just don't like how they put the freaking beer garden around the stage where the bands are playing. I don't like that at all. The families don't get to enjoy it. And if I want to leave and come back, I got to rip off my armband, give it to security, come back through, even though the same guys have checked my license. They still have to see it. Give me a new wristband. The reason why they do that, so if you leave, yeah, you got to rip it off. So you're not giving it to somebody that's under the age of 21. I was like, why can't you guys just put the freaking beer garden on the side or something so all these families and kids can enjoy the music too? Go figure. It's a big event.
What's the name of the event?
Big Hat Days. They started that, 85 years ago. It was for the farmers. They work their butts off, and this is the way they say, hey, we appreciate you. Last year it was hot. I was wearing a jacket all day. It was very hot last year. This year I wore a jacket. Last year was over 80s. This weather's really weird.
Oh, that's a chamber event. I see.
Yeah. Yeah, Chuck Chansey sponsored it. Well, that's
Sponsors
one of
it.
the sponsors. So the people that I work for with Bull and Air Media, which owns the Bulldog Blitz skydiving team, they are an advertising company, and they are the guys that gets the plane from Livermore to come all the way down here and tow banners around all these events too, with Chuck Chansey's logo on it. Somebody trying to say something? I don't want to interrupt anybody like earlier today. Yeah, I had fun. I'm gonna go do it again tomorrow.
Well, you didn't interrupt Doug, except Doug goes, go back, quick, clicking on stuff.
I am like, even when I work on computers, I just click, 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 click. I go through things, so I'm in the habit, and knowing Doug, but he's trying to show everybody the non-normals or whatever you want to call it. Well, this is how you get to it. I was kind of, I had one thing on my mind. When's this stream going to end? I need to get to Old Town Clovis, but I promised him I'll do this today because he's got a client that's having problems too, the same exact problems.
Let me ask you a question, Tim. When it comes to the metaverse, is that the same as our Google and our Facebook and Instagram? I have all of those, but I don't know if it says Meta on my stuff. Am I already in the metaverse? I'm just curious. Everything's tied to my phone. Everything just like you guys described today.
Facebook and Instagram are part of Meta.
And Ray-Bans and something else. What up? What up? That's some stupid app teens are using. It's like a text message that disappears. Because that's one of the options if I want a code to be sent to me. There's 3 options: text, email, or what app, whatever the hell.
Authenticator app.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
what I
what
use
app.
for
It's a
Facebook.
what app, but it sends a text message through that what app.
Well,
And those are the 3 choices you get.
I've got a question.
I'm
Yeah.
If your Facebook account is not tied into the Instagram and the WhatsApp and all this other nonsense that Meta has come up with, are you able to change your password like you used to be able to?
I'm assuming yes. I'm assuming yes.
Because that's what I was thinking when I seen your solution. I thought,
Yeah.
that's because he's got it all tied into Meta.
Yep.
And that made
So
sense.
whatever I put on Tim Sowell Photography Instagram automatically goes to my Facebook page. That's what I want it to do.
Right.
But what I put on Facebook doesn't go to Instagram because I don't want that. Because I put all kinds of crazy weird stuff on Facebook. It's just not for my business. Instagram is for photography only, my business stuff. And I want to start a separate Instagram for maybe computer repair, but I don't want to do that because I might get bombarded with stupid people, you know. Well, how do you turn the speakers on? Stupid stuff like that. I don't want to go there. I already put up with that stuff every day without advertising it.
You might get some of those people calling you and say, I forgot my Facebook password. What do I do?
Yeah. Well, I think what Doug's going to try to do, he's going to piece a thing all together and, hey, this is what you got to do. Because there's no info out there nowhere on how to fix that problem I put up with. Now, I changed the password a year ago. I got hacked a month ago. So that was some verbiage that got mixed up today. And I think Doug was frustrated. I was frustrated because it was a lot of other things going on in the background. But anyway, it'll get worked out.
I kept thinking when Doug said he's going to put together maybe a video about the whole procedure and make it one of his videos on YouTube, but I'm thinking, problem with that is all these places, and especially Metaverse, they're going to change that format on how to do it 6 months from now.
True. I
Yep.
thought about that too, because the last video I saw was 6 months ago, and that's not the case. That video doesn't work. I did a lot of research and could not find a solution.
Who'd we lose?
I don't know.
I was doing something in the background. I heard a little noise that indicated someone left. Let's see. William's here. I'm here. Josh is here.
But-
Greg's here. Jeff's here. Brian's here. Stealth's here. Oh, Jose left.
Yeah. You might have
Uh-oh.
said you left if you didn't have your dark glasses on.
That's the closest thing I could find in the avatars for sunglasses.
Sorry, I
So-
couldn't resist.
I thought we all was supposed to wait until Ken got into Zoom and Doug was going to get focused to the chat part and then change all of ourselves to Doug today.
It's all good,
Whatever.
Tim. It worked out good.
It worked,
It worked out
Ken.
good.
Hey, Ken,
Yes.
guess who I just got a message from?
Alex.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
He's got your number?
He's got
He's got everybody's number, Tim.
well,
I
Seriously?
bet you I,
No,
He's
I'll
he
bet
does
you I
not.
got an email. Let me check my email.
yeah, he's
Hold
got
on.
an email from me in the past where
Oh.
my signature block contains
Hey,
all the
Jeff, he
stuff.
told me he would come to bed.
Let me have
Well,
the
he's
screen
trying to-
for 35 seconds, please.
I'll be right back. I just got in. I need the bathroom.
Well, thanks for sharing that. Good thing this is the last stream. Good Lord. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Go pee and get it over with.
He told
Oh.
me he would come to bed.
So I am going to try to end the stream. Does anyone else want to interrupt me before I get this out? Please. Now's your chance. No? Okay. Jeff's little giggle threw me off. I do want to thank once again everyone for your participation for the last 2+ years. It's been great. Why did the avatar not go away? That's crazy. I clicked on avatar go away. Be gone, avatar, be gone. Oh, now it's a brick wall. This is getting better.
Well, but
Well,
it doesn't have a hole in the brick.
You're right.
I
It doesn't.
appreciate you inviting me to your channel years ago.
You're welcome.
I
Thank you
learned
as
some
well,
stuff
too.
from it. I
Please
think
tell
some
me
people
you're
learned
not
some
doing
stuff
your
from me.
business and on your microphone as well. Please tell me that.
My business. No.
Oh,
I'm-
good Lord. I'm going to end the stream. Thank you all for your support the
Oh, my
last 2.5
gosh.
years. It's been great. It's been a fun run. Greg, you'll be happy to know there's no more daily Davincis.
Oh, thank God.
I knew you'd be happy. Good night, everybody. Goodbye, everybody.